After a little planner paralysis, chaos, and way too much overthinking, I think I finally have my perfect 2024 planner and journal lineup. Hey guys, Julia here. Welcome back to another video. And on this channel, you typically can find creative journaling, bullet journaling, stationery, travel content. But this year is going to be looking a little bit different when it comes to my journals and planners. The goal this year is to simplify, but not rush too much into simplifying, like a one notebook situation or anything like that. I want to ease into making things a little bit easier for me and not be too extreme. I want to be thoughtful with my changes and have fun exploring different journals and planner systems and have a little fun in the stationery community as a whole. In this video, I'm going to show you all the journals that I'm migrating and adding to my system for 2024 in hopes to not only have a fulfilling year of planning and journaling, but also to give you some ideas and throw some options your way in the event that you're still struggling out there, still looking for that perfect lineup. Let's take a look. Okay, the first group of journals and planners that we're going to be looking at are the things that I'm migrating over from last year. So the first one we're going to look at is my reading journal, and this is a journal by Odyssey Journals, and I'll have everything I can linked down below for you if you're interested in anything. So I've used this reading journal all through 2023, and you can see about where I am here. So I don't know exactly if this is going to last me all through 2023 or not, but if it doesn't, then I'm just going to move over to a simpler system and maybe combine books and reading with other media. So maybe a journal that looks at TV shows, movies a little closer, ones that I really like and want to do a spread on. Podcasts, things like that. And so until then, I will be in this same reading journal for next year. If you do want to see me setting up this journal and take a look at some more of these kind of setup spreads, I'll leave a video for this setup up in the cards and down in the description for you. I really love this journal. It's so cute and it's an A5 size. Okay, next up is this sketchbook. This is an 8x8 Archer and Olive sketchbook, and this was a collaboration with Pipa Santos. And I love her art. I love this cover art. This reminds me of me with the curly hair and looking off into the distance and the sparkles. I just really love, look at those edges. Really love this notebook, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have not done a single sketch in this journal since the last time that we looked at it. I did a flip through video of all my journals, gosh, maybe a year ago, and I haven't even touched it. So I really hope that I can get into this thing a little more next year and do some painting, do some sketching, do something. So I am including this in the lineup going forward. Okay, this one hasn't really made an appearance on the channel, but I have been using it since, let's see, July this year, and this is my New Mexico travel insert. I've mentioned a few times that Cam and I travel the state quite a bit with our work, and so I did want to have a travel insert just for those trips, and it's been really fun kind of documenting our work and our travels and kind of collecting ephemera along the way. So it might be a while until this is completely full, but in the meantime, I'm gonna keep it going and keep taking pictures and keep collecting stickers and enjoying the New Mexico travels. And then anything outside of New Mexico, I'll probably have some other inserts, just like the ones from the Germany and Denmark trips that we took earlier this year, and just have separate inserts for those. All right, this journal has shown up a few times on the channel, whether you've noticed it or not. And thanks for the terminology, Jess, but I am calling this my R&D, or research and development journal as well as my Ferris Wheel Press writing samples. So I'm using this journal for spreads that aren't really living in my actual bullet journal, but I want to make them for other videos or photos, just kind of explore different ideas. If these look familiar, they are from the 5 more reusable spread ideas. And I also have been making these really fun ink writing samples with Ferris Wheel Press, and so I've been doing those in here as well. If you want to check out any of these inks from Ferris Wheel Press, I do have a discount code with Atlas Stationers. My code there is Royal10, and I'll leave all that info for you, but they have all types of things: inks, pens, journals, stationery, washi, all the things. So yeah, but this notebook, not even close to being full. And so we will keep on trucking with this one. Oh yeah, it is an Archer and Olive and Paper Craft Pantry collaboration. From what I understand, it's their last collaboration, whatever that means. And yeah, it's just a super cute color and very kind of feminine neutral. Really love this one. Another journal that's migrating over, but kind of in a new capacity, is my long-term collections turned yearly spreads journal. And I have a whole video explaining this one a little bit more and setting up my 2024 spreads. I'll leave that linked for you as well. But this is a Shop Amanda Rach Lee A5 journal. And this one started off as kind of like a swatch and long-term collections journal. Like there's some swatches back here as well. Also like packing lists and size and measurements, just kind of those long-term reference spreads. But I had only gotten maybe, let's see, this far into it. And I had it for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. So it just wasn't serving a purpose. Like it was just gonna go on and on and on. And with the change up that I'm doing this year, coming soon in this video, I wanted a place to still have those bullet journal vibes and still have that practice, because I do really enjoy the deco and the creating the spreads and things like that. So I thought that this was a perfect solution to that for my system. So here we go. Okay, let's move on to the next category of journals and planners. These are gonna be the new journals, especially for this channel. If you're keeping count, we have 5 journals migrating over. So we are starting at number 6 with my ink journal, which if you follow me over on Instagram, you've seen this in the feed, and I've been talking about how much I really love this, but I started using this ink journal in October. This is an A6 Hobonichi Day Free, and I haven't been really using it as a planner. I'll show you some of these pages, but for the monthlies, I just made little stickers here, and every page for the monthlies is a color category and a place where I can swatch out inks and quickly reference what color inks I have, how many in each color category. Like, look at all these blue inks, like that is insane. I even have little markers for whether I have a whole bottle. Like if there's a dot up here, then I have a whole bottle of ink versus no dot, which is a sample. So yeah, I have that. And then I just plan on, I just plan on doing my currently inked in here and some notes on what I think of the different pairs. So I've been really loving this. I love the Tomoe River paper for fountain pens and fountain pen ink. So definitely A+. If I know that I'm going to a stationery shop or a place that has fountain pen ink, this is super easy to toss in my bag and take along with me. So really excited about this one. Next up is my messy social media journal and planning space. This is an A5 Hobonichi Day Free. So it's just basically this same planner, but in an A5 size. And I have the Hobonichi cover and added this super nice patch that glows in the dark. So I have that. And in here, It's just going to be a place where I can just messily jot down social media ideas. And I'm in a YouTube mastermind group, and I'm going to keep notes for that in here. If you get around in the journaling and planning space, you can probably figure out the whole group by now because we've all mentioned it at some point. But I do want to keep the notes in here, and then any other social media, Etsy shop, any of that kind of stuff and ideas in this journal. As you saw, I did have some writing in here already, and that's just because the calendar starts in December. So I thought I'd go ahead and test it out for December, and I've been liking it so far. Next up is my life journal. I do have a video flipping through my last life journal, and it's a super chunky journal. It's insane. So this year I thought that I would use some of the TN inserts and decorate those and just use this until it fills up. I don't know if this is going to be a new insert every quarter, every month. I'm just going to go with the flow with this and make spreads when I feel like it, or if something fun comes up and I want to document with pictures and a little bit of writing. But I do think it's going to be fun to do all that in inserts and then archive those. I will probably write somewhere. I need to figure out what system I want to use, but write somewhere the dates that this insert's gonna hold. And I've already, as you see, decorated it with some stickers. Okay, the next one I have isn't here yet, so I don't have it to show, but I'll pop it up on the screen. It is the Sterling Ink 5-year diary, and this is going to be replacing my reflections journal, which is basically the same concept, but I was making all the spreads and it only lasted me 2 years versus 5 years. And I decided to go with this just because the paper is the Tomoe River paper, so fountain pen friendly, and I've been writing at night with my fountain pens, and you know that I'm just in love with them. And so I'm very excited about the 5-year diary because 5 years is a long time to keep up with one journal. So I'll let you know how it goes. Obviously, I'm not going to be sharing this one on the channel because I'd imagine that it's going to be pretty personal, but just know that it's in the rotation. Another new one is this Passport TN, and I've already started carrying this around as well. This is going to be my wallet and on-the-go journal. So I open it up here. This is actually like a lanyard for like a name tag lanyard for a conference, and I just took the bookmark from the TN and strung it through and tied it over on this other side here. But I've been liking having this for my ID that goes here. And then I have this wallet insert from Galen Leather. You open it up, you have spaces for cards. And then I have the Sterling Ink Passport monthly booklet. So it's not a full planner. It has monthly calendar. So here's my December. I'm going to try to keep this super simple. Like this is probably as decorative as it's going to get. But you have the monthly calendars, and then in the back there's just some note pages, and in the note pages I'm going to write in things to check out. And then I have my car information here and my credit card stack, what I'm using credit cards for. So if I need to reference those things, I have it right here in my wallet. And then also in here, I just have a grid insert, and this is just for like grocery lists and other quick just shopping lists that I need. But there's plenty of space. There's a few more pockets back here, a zip pocket, and a pen loop, which is nice, fits any pocket pen really well. This is a Pro Gear Slim, and that fits in there really nicely as well. So it's been really nice. I've only been carrying it for a couple of weeks, but I've been enjoying it. Up next is one that I'm still kind of working on, but I'm very excited about it. It is my house and budget rings planner. Yes, rings planner. And this is in a Filofax Malden ochre, something like that. I'll put it on the screen. But I had a lot of fun decorating this. I still have a lot to do. I'm probably going to replace these tabs and things, but This is another area that I've kind of decorated. But the idea for this is sort of having a reference space for the house and for the business. So the business goals and tracking income and expenses and contract numbers, that type of boring business stuff in here. And then for myself, I am going 1000% on a low buy next year. And so let's see if I can find it in here. I have a low buy plan insert. All of these I made myself, but a low buy plan insert with monthly reviews in here. So what went well? What did I learn? What was the most tempting? Tracking how many no spend days I had. And then also in here, social media income and that type of stuff. Oh, this one's really fun. Not really, but if you're you're obviously into organization if you're watching this. So this one's really fun in that respect, that every credit card is going to have like a profile sheet talking about the limit, what I'm using them for, what the top benefits are, and then any notes for that particular credit card. So I'm excited about this. I need to definitely make it more pretty so that I'm even more excited to use it. But the house section is going to have stuff like maintenance, contacts, pet things, preferences for like toilet paper and paper towels and things like that. So yeah, this one I'm really stoked about. It's really pretty and it's something different for me to work with. And I've been having fun, you know, with a graphic design background, working on the inserts and seeing how best for me to log this information. All right, and my main planner for 2024, the one you will be seeing in monthly setups and on the feeds and all that, is gonna be this. It's in a cover, and I've already started decorating this. This is a Moterm cover, B6. It has the extra, I think these are called secretary pockets. I can't remember, I think so. But it has a pocket back here, kind of like a wallet to store some extra documents. But the planner itself, yes, planner, not bullet journal, is the Paper Test Designs B6 full year planner. And the reason I went with this one, I did go ahead and put some tabs in here, but the reason I went with this one is, one, the paper is very fountain pen friendly. I've been loving the Tomoe River paper. It just shows all of those fountain pen ink qualities and shading and shimmer just so well. So I wanted to do that. And not that the, you know, the Arch and Olives and the Notebook Therapies, not that that paper isn't fountain pen friendly, but it's just not the same as in the writing experience and showing those properties off. I thought this would be more portable for travel, not that we're planning on doing a lot of personal travel, but there's still going to be plenty of work travel, I'm sure, this next year. And so I didn't want to have to worry about migrating information over, making sure I have everything. I can work with a B6 size. I think it's like the perfect, not too big, not too small, Goldilocks size. So that was definitely a factor. And then I'll show you guys a little bit more of this one in another video as I set it up. But the layouts in this planner are just so similar to the bullet journal layouts that I was doing that I was like, I might as well save some time. Why am I making the same layout, weekly layout every week when this, let's see, I'll find a weekly spread. When this has, you know, the exact same events and meeting area over here, and then a place for like a master task list here, and then daily lists over here. Like, it's just perfect. So the layouts were similar enough to what I was already doing that I just decided to go with it, try something different and something new. And I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited about decorating. As you can see, I've already started putting some stickers and some Polaroids and things in here to kind of make it my own. And there's plenty of extra this doesn't have the back pocket. This doesn't have the pin loop, but the cover itself has the pin loop, has more than enough pockets back here. So I'm very excited to dive in and very excited to set this up with you all in an upcoming video. So that makes 7 in this new category. And see, 12 does seem like a lot for a journal and planner system. I am very aware of that, but I do think that everything has a purpose and not everything's going to be used on the day-to-day. This one's going to be used on a daily basis. The 5-year diary is going to be used on a daily basis. And where's the wallet? This is going to be carried around on a daily basis, but it's going to be updated only weekly. Everything else is kind of special case, so I don't really have to worry about it. Again, the idea for me is to simplify, but not rush into it. And I do think this being kind of like the main squeeze will be a great first step in making that happen. Okay, so the next video that hopefully will come up on the channel is my 2024 planner flip through. We're going to talk through those spreads, so make sure you're subscribed to catch that one. Also, let me know which journals you want to see more of and hear more about down in the comments. I'm super excited to transition into the simpler system in my own time as I feel comfortable. If you want to see what I thought of my 2023 bullet journal, the one I'm using right now, check out this video up here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.